But you have quite a treasure in that cube. And you don't even know it.
I know it.
He's just an old guy. He just wants to talk. He just wants a friend. You're such a dick.
Hey, be nice. She's got missions to do. She has to kill stuff.
He's such an old guy. You just save him. You didn't even say hello.
She has one goal in life, and that's to kill everybody 3 times.
That's true. How do they even explain? Is that just like a game thing? They're just like, oh well.
I don't know. You
Or
just
is there like a story explanation?
There's no story explanation.
Okay.
Once you start in Nightmare mode, they basically treat you like you're a new character, even though you have your old skills. Everyone plot-wise just says like, "Oh, welcome to Act 1" or whatever.
You break the fourth wall.
Now these maggot walls, maggot layer is really annoying because it's just these narrow corridors, and that's why I barely kill anything. I just run through, kill when it's convenient. But I'm just after the staff, and I got it, and I'm happy.
Good. Actually, I have a question. So, how did you determine the criteria for a 100% run?
I was debated a bit on the forums, but basically the criteria boils down to all quests on all difficulties have to be completed, of course. Do not have to fill out all waypoints, but I do have to kill the Cow King on all difficulties.
What about Uber Tristram?
No Uber Tristram. Because both Uber Tristram, your character doesn't change after he beats it. It's just, a repeatable thing that you can go do.
Oh, okay.
The Cow King counts as something that changes your character, because once you kill the Cow King, you cannot create another portal back to the cow level. And to anyone who hasn't played the game, the cow level sounds ridiculous, and it is. It's just a bunch of cows. But once you...
You went the wrong way.
Yeah, I went the wrong way. Yeah, I went really the wrong way. But once you kill the Cow King, you can't go back there unless someone else makes the portal.
So it behaves like a quest.
It behaves exactly like a quest. To a solo character, it's just not repeatable. So it's just a criteria for 100%.
So Hell Cow King is the true final boss of this run.
Right, because you cannot get to the cows until you've killed Bale of that difficulty. So I have to go kill the final boss and then go back and kill a bunch of cows, which is kind of weird. And this is the, I just got the shaft down in the maggot layer, so now I'm going to get the amulet, which I combine with the shaft to make the staff, and there it is. And there we go. And now I'm going to kill Fangskin because it's good experience.
Now, why do the snakes turn red?
They're always red.
What does that mean? No, well, they start out pale, and then they turn red when they charge towards you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, apparently not the person I should be asking this question.
No, maybe they get frenzied or something. I know some mobs do that. I don't know. Diablo 2 is hard to know everything about. There's always... Like, I thought I knew everything about D2, and then on the boards, this one guy, Gollum, corrected me on quite a few things, and... just
Such as?
I thought being frozen affected your fast cast speed instead of run speed, or instead of just run speed, but it does not affect your casting speed. And there were a couple more things he pointed out that I, did wrong. Like, there's a Harada Cube recipe where you combine an Ort rune and a chipped gem to fully repair the amount of charges on a staff, and I used that one instead of getting the vendor to do it, because the vendor charges a lot of gold. So that was convenient. So thank you, Gollum. Golem. Well, I just teleported outside of that after activating the portal because there's usually a big boss back near there, but I guess he was hidden or something.
He was on vacation.
Yeah.
Why is that guy in front not getting hit with your fireball?
Because I wasn't hitting him? You mean the guy right in my face?
Yeah, the guy that's like just tapping you on the noggin.
Oh no, I wasn't hitting him. It was shooting right past him just to get the splash damage.
Oh, okay.
These ghosts are beautiful for splash damage because they're the only mobs that can actually stack up on themselves. So you can have like 10 ghosts occupying the same space, and splash damage will affect them all. And what you're seeing, what you might be saying, what the hell at, is sometimes it looks like I'm shooting 2 fireballs at once, like one right after the other, following the other. But what's actually happening is it's just a glitch or lag. One of them isn't real.
Really?
Yeah. So if you see like 2 fireballs go at the same time, only one of them is real. Even if it makes an animation when it hits, none of the guys take damage or get stunned. It's kind of like it's lagging, even though it's single player. So I don't know, bad coding, I guess.
I always thought that was due to your faster cast rate, and it was real. That's
well, when I go choo choo choo, that's real. But like,
yeah.
Sometimes you just see 2 like touching each other. That's not real.
Fireballs should never touch each other.
The same thing happens with Frozen Orb because there's a limit on it. You're only allowed to cast Frozen Orb every 1.8 seconds. And sometimes you'll see me cast one and then like a quarter second later cast another. And, the first one in that case wasn't real.
Oh, it's the first one that's not real?
Yeah, because the first one actually never came out, so it never put the cooldown timer on.
Oh, okay.
And as you can see, my mark just died, unfortunately.
Are you going to have to go... I like how you just did that before killing the mobs. Was there a reason for that?
Yeah, because once you put the staff in the orifice, it takes a while before it has to light up all 7 of those lights for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
So during that time, I'm just going to be clearing out the rest of this room.
Are you going to go get your mark back?
Nah.
You're going to do Duriel without your mark and under level.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
Well, Duriel
I don't believe you're going to do it.
Well, I am.
But I don't believe you.
Duriel is really good at hurting you. He does a lot of damage. He freezes you.
Yeah, how are you avoiding getting frozen? What?
Well, I'm not. I am frozen.
Yeah, but you unfreeze really quick. We're using thawing potions?
Witch's Drop was a skull cap. I'm not using thawing potions. That unique skull cap is Tarn Helm. It was pure luck that I got it. It gives +1 to all skills and a bunch of other garbage. But it gives +1 to all skills, which is very, very useful. And now at this stupid part of the game, unfortunately, I have to go talk to these guys before I can actually leave. I just go in that palace because town portaling out is easier to get to Miss Heath than walking across town.
Yeah.
So then I'm here in Act 3.
No cinematics.
Nah, no cinematics. So here we are in Act 3. Act 3 is similar to Act 2, except a lot more annoying. I have to go find 4 things and then put them in the cube. Alright, here's my mark back. Yeah, you have to find the Kalium's heart, his brain, his eye, and then the Kalium's flail.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't counting the flail. My mistake.
Well, you should.
I should. You're right. It is one of them.
What I just did is I resurrected my mark and took off his equipment because my mark was lower level than me. And I hired a new mark who comes back at my level, or closer to my level. So now I have a new mark, Mizan, who's stronger than what's his face was.
I still say you should have held out for Emilio.
Nah. And now I'm using my Tarn Helm, so all my stuff is 1 level higher. Which means my fireball's better, my armor's better, my teleport costs 1 less mana.
Nice. Well, that actually does make a difference when you're teleporting all day and night.
No, it doesn't. It's only 1 mana.
Alright,
fine. And these flares are very good to kill. Witch's Drop is a Jade figurine is one of the quests. It'll randomly drop in this act, but it randomly drops from super uniques, which are the guys who have brown names. Those are the bosses I've been talking about, and that's just part of the quest. A quest is to get that Jade figurine, throw it around town a bit, and then get 20 hit points.
I actually did not know that it dropped from super uniques. I thought it dropped from just regular old guys.
It's useful because if you never get it, once you get to the High Council, they're all super uniques. Or there's a bunch of super uniques, 4 or 5. And one of them is almost guaranteed to have it. My stamina is so low here. After you get to a few levels high, stamina is like never an issue, but there are enemies that drain your stamina, so they're just annoying. These spiders are a pain. Their poison's not very good, but there's just so many of them. And they spin webs.
That you teleported into the pack as opposed to being far away. Did you do that so you could get more optimal splash damage? Or
Yeah,
I did dangerous?
I did it. It is dangerous, but at this stage, I'm pretty beefy, and I have a good mark, and they'll hit him a lot instead of me. So I had to talk to Miss Heath right there because I traded my jade figurine for a bird. Golden bird. And then I give the golden bird to Alcor, and he's like, come back later and I'll give you something. And so I just talk to him right again, and then he gives me that little potion. And then I drink it, and I permanently get 20 life. And in the meantime, I don't know if you noticed, I was rearranging my belt. Because I had more healing potions than mana potions, but I want more mana potions in my belt. Potion management is a large part of the game that is pretty easy to go unnoticed. But it was definitely something I'm always thinking about. So here, in every new act you get to, you get better potions. So in Act 2, I was stuck with light healing potions, and now I have, or light mana potions, and now I have regular mana potions, which are slightly better. So I can teleport just a little bit better, a little bit more often. And kill these soul killers. I love these mobs because they'll charge right up to your face, they won't do much damage, and they're so small so that splash damage really tears them apart. And they have no hit points. So like, I'm also using Frost Nova a bit here just to slow down everything. What's really annoying though is those shaman, because if you let them get close to you, they'll just do this fire attack, which drains your life so quickly. It's so easy to die just by being near a shaman without noticing it.
So of course you run directly into one of their faces.
And almost die, as you just saw.
It was a demo.
Yeah, it was perfect.
It was very intentional, and you're living on the edge. I like how you teleported right into that pack and with like no mana, just because you're that tough. See, that's the thing that I like. At least for me, as someone who's played a lot of Diablo 2, but has never tried a speedrun or anything, there's such a disconnect between your character who's really underleveled doing this well versus me and my like nice characters just struggling.
Well, a lot of it is just having played the game a ton and growing up with this game in a way.
Yeah,
but
you're just leaving your merc to die. By the way,
a lot of it is just that if I die and I restart the segment. You see me go down to almost no health, but what you don't see is the 5 segments where there was too much health and I died.
Yeah.
So
that's true too.
So it does make this character look godlike.
Yeah, because of course, since it's a finished run, she doesn't die.
Right.
And it took you like a month and a half. It didn't take you 4 hours.
Right. Yeah, that's one.
Sorry to shatter the illusion.
That's one thing a lot of people would love to see in a speedrun is just single segment in that I sit down, start playing, and finish playing all in one sitting. But
do you think you're ever going to do that?
No, definitely not in Diablo 2. It's absolutely way too much randomization. Or randomness.
But you could. Do you still have the record for the... at this time?
For the normal run?
Yeah.
I do, but I shouldn't. Some guy named
right.
Suga?
Probably Suga.
S-U-G-A.
Well, then definitely Suga.
But there's no H.
Oh, well, yeah, it's still Suga.
S-U-G-A is Suga?
Yeah.
But how do you get that?
Just like S-U-G-A-R is sugar.
Shit. Okay, so Suga did a much, much faster run of mine with a Sorceress, but something happened with him submitting the run,
he just didn't?
I don't know what happened, but he's actually the reason he inspired me to do a much better leveling with my Sorceress. I did that in Act 2 now. In my old run, I wandered around or something, and it was bad. But Suga did the normal run about half an hour faster than mine. So